Hello everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share my next topic, which is what to expect at a personal trainer consultation. So depending on the personal trainer, it will run very different, but generally what you should have experienced is that they do a full-on assessment of your strengths and weaknesses. They should be able to do a BMI, or they'll, maybe check your weight. They may or may not do this depending on the psychology that they realize you may be undergoing. If you're a person who does not want to see the scale, they might opt out on that. But if they want to see your progress, they might do like a progress photo from the start, so then that way they can see how well you've progressed throughout the program. Another thing is they might do the regular preliminaries of asking questions regarding your health history and things like that. So depending on what demographic like you are in, it's going to completely alter what type of assessments they do. They may do a mobility or a agility test depending on what your demographic is. So for example, with Parkinson's, we did like an up and ready assessment. It's basically where you stand up out of a chair and then you walk a certain distance and then you have to turn around and come back, and then you're timed to see what your reaction times are, and it's to basically see how balanced and how mobile you are and how well you're able to get about. And that's very important for us to kind of see and assess that, because obviously we don't want you to be a fall risk in the classroom or when we're working with you as a personal client. If you're a little bit younger, we might end up dealing with, maybe strength training and seeing, well, how many push-ups can you do? How many sit-ups can you do? What is their flexibility? We might look at those kind of assessments as well. Or depending on if your goal is, hey, I want to, enter into the military, which we've had before, where they're like, oh, I want to train in the military, but then we stress test you out to see, like how well is your condition thus far before we start, really adding on challenging exercises. So all of these things are going to be something that maybe your trainer might put you through. And so therefore, my big suggestion is when you're walking into the realm of personal training, just make sure that you wear comfortable clothing that's nice and light, that maybe you could exercise in, and make sure that you bring water with you. Bring a pen in case like you have to sign paperwork, unless it's all online or it's part of your app, which is what I do for many of my clients. It's already on there. I have them read it. I have them fill it out. And then I just kind of go and do an overview with them during our consultation. The other thing is you might also want to share any health history with them. This is a time in which we're able to kind of like assess what we may have to do in terms of modification for any exercises, or how we would tackle the goals that you might have for yourself, like whether it's mobility, whether it's, flexibility, or say it's just getting stronger, or it's just maintenance, So all of these things are going to definitely affect what program your trainer is going to put you through. But the most important thing is to make sure that an assessment does happen. I am very leery of trainers that really don't put the effort in doing any sort of assessment, because the reality is, like, we are personally trained to do these things because it helps us be able to help you reach your goals. And if they don't do it, to me, that's a red flag as a bad trainer. But more than that, it's like, what are they being paid for, and how can they really assess what you're capable of if they don't even do an assessment to begin with? So with that said, I hope that kind of gives you a clue and an idea of what to expect when you're dealing with a personal trainer on your first day in your consultation. With that said, may you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care, guys. Bye.